Good evening, everybody. How are we this fine Monday? Yeah, it's all right. Had worse Mondays. Monday has been. I look terrible in the stream. I look like I've got absolutely. Is my microphone on? Yeah, my microphone's on. Cool. Looks like I've just been punched like in the face, which I haven't. I mean, not that I know of. Yeah, it's been a bit of a strange one. I don't know. I'm all right. I'm fine. I am more than fine. In fact, I've had a fairly good day. Just it's been a fairly plain and average Monday, which is normal. But yes, it's something that hopefully we're all here tonight and we can spend some time together as we finish off the wonderful game of Loom. Now, what can I tell you? We've had an interesting time. Yeah, I'm in a really good mood. I've had after my stream yesterday, I just chilled out a bit. Went to town, watched a bit of the football, bought some clothes. Never buy clothes. I mean, a lot of my shirts are old and decrepit, but yeah, there's been reasons why I've been buying clothes, and at some point I might share them on the stream because it would affect the stream. Yes, but yeah, today I had a really good sleep. I think the fact that I never slept, the fact I had an actual Sunday sleeping in my own bed. I've been hyper today. So basically, I had about 10 hours sleep last night, sober as well. So a really, really good long sleep. And then I hadn't seen anybody all day. Spoke to people online and chatted to people, but I hadn't spoken to anybody for a while. Oh, good, my bot's working. How wonderful. I hadn't spoken to anybody. So I ended up just getting really, really hyper and really, really crazy. And then I ended up just going crazy when I saw my housemates and just ended up chatting and trying to be really funny and try and be just a bit silly. And yeah, it was fine. So I am expecting myself to be quite quiet and, maybe a little bit reserved, but maybe a bit hyper. We shall see. Let's see how the stream goes. It's not one of my hungover streams, which is wonderful. Right, Loom, where we are up to. We're at this point here. Let me get my mouse. At this point here. Well, I need to work out how to cross this. I'm wondering if I speak, you will see this. Yeah. So I'm trying to go across this bridge, and I don't know where to go. Oh, what was that? Right. I've got a couple of ideas. I think I've missed something. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to take a look. Hey, Mads. How's it going? I think I've missed something here. I'm trying to cross this bridge. Hopefully you've had a good day, Mads. I do not know. Right. So, I'm a bit lost. Just escaped the Dragon Sea. Yes, this is where I'm up to. Now, I think... So somebody did say something on the Discord for that I can do something with this pool. Hang on. Right, I've got me book of patterns. It's like just a box out of notebook. Right. Empty. Which is... Oh, it's about to go to bed. Right. We've progressed. Okay, well, thanks for popping in. I don't know how long you're going to be, but good to see you. Right, what's this? Oh, volcano. Oh, that's not good. Right. Dry as a bone. Oh! Swan. What was that? Was that... Oh! That's the one that the Loom plays. Who's that? Oh, he looks evil. Okay, so volcano doesn't do anything. So this is the one that Loom plays, which is top C, F, G, bottom C. Right. Now I'm a bit stuck now. So we got a clue, I think. Oh, you're not playing at expert levels. You miss out a few gruesome animations then, I think. No. I will probably Google them. Right. Now, I am a bit stuck. Is there anything else I can do? I'm trying to think. So is only the expert that has the gruesome animations? Because I heard you talk about it on the podcast. In which case, I'm a little bit disappointed. I mean, granted, I'm not I recorded a full... Oh, excellent! Dry as a bone. I'm assuming that's going... Is it live already on your CGA thing, or not? How do I get back up here? But I should point to something first. Right. Shall I point this? Yeah, I seem to recall at least one of the end of game animations was expert level learning. Okay. Okay. So that does not... Yes, it's on archive.org already. Right, I will check it out after I finish this stream. Because I need to stay up a bit late. Right. Oh, can I use the... I can't really point on anything, can I? You still get the full story. Yes. That's good. Right. Is there anything here I can point it at? No. Except this. Repair costs must be spiraling. Idea. Okay. D, 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 E. No. That was the spinny thing one. Right, hang on. I need to update me thing. Me flask. Empties. Okay. I don't think this will work. But this is like one that I'm not entirely sure what it does. No. Right. That was the one that the shepherd used. I can't remember my notes. I don't think that was FF. Hang on. Right. I think I've got an idea here. If I'm doing this on these steps, I feel like there's a door there. Maybe. And I feel like I need to... If I can turn this platform to there... Right. So ones that could work... I've got FAAF, which I got from the pool, which was to reflect. I guess. No. Right. What else can I use? Twist. F. D. D. E. No. What about untwist? So both play it backwards. Yes! There we go. Ah, superb. Right. Okay. Progress. It's one of these games that you could just basically just guess as much as possible. Oh! Where's the dragon going? Oh dear. It don't look good. Strange place to take a nap. Right, okay. Let's awaken him. Sorry, mate, we need you up. What are you going to say? Yawn, caught me napping. Never saw anyone dressed like you before. What's your name? Bobbin Theadbare of the Weavers. They like their obvious names, don't they? Weavers, huh? No wonder your cloak is so nice. My real name is Wellwrought. Everyone calls me Rusty. Rusty Nailbender. Nice to meet you, Rusty. I'm supposed to be gathering firewood, but this plateau's been picked clean. What's your guild, Rusty? Follow me, I'll show you. Oh! So we've had the glass. We've had the weavers. So I'm assuming this is like, oh, yeah, gilded as blacksmiths. Never would have guessed. Really? Our city's been here before the shadows. We call it the Forge. Of course you would, because you're blacksmiths. So what brings a weaver to these parts? I'm looking for a flock of swans. Did you see any pass this way? Sorry, no swans around here. Plenty of vultures, though. Yawn, all this talk's waking me. Don't you dare fall asleep on me. Wake me if you find any swans. Never seen one before. Zzz. Well, you're a fat lot of good. Right, well, it's a bit rude to wake him again. So let's go. Let's go to the forge, shall we? Oh! Right. What are you doing? Halt, who goes there? Just me, a friendly stranger. A friendly stranger? Huh. Ho. This is private guild, my strange young friend. The gate opens for members only. I've talked to your mate. He's fallen asleep. Now go away and play somewhere else. Right, I've got an open spell, haven't I? Shut tight. Right. It's easy when you know how. Oh, bollocks. Out. That's not very nice. Oh, I can use me... Okay. Right. Wait until he... I'm going to leave. I'm going to come back. Hopefully I reset the guy. Where's me... I've got a stealth spell. Oh, it's a shepherd one. Well, well. If it isn't a friendly stranger. Oh! Thought I'd go tell you play somewhere else. Right. The gate is closed to strangers. Get the ideas. Right. I'm going to use me... If I use my thing on the gate. So if I start with G, C, G, C. No. Other way around. Was it CG, CG? No. Right. Okay. I think I'm probably missing something. I can't speak to the guy. It's literally the gate. And I need to find a way to sneak past. Right. Can I wake the guy up and see if he does something? Probably wasn't. Need your help, mate. Why'd you wake me up again? Need you to get me in. Oh. Right. So that don't work. Oh, hello. Found... The grave markers are made from blocks of metal. I hate doing this. This is an obvious one. But I've tried it before. I'm not sure I should be trying now. So there's obviously something I can do to the grave. Wonderful seeing somebody experience this for the first time. Yeah, it is quite. Oh. No, hang on. I feel like there's something I should be doing with the grave. Grave markers are made from blocks of metal. What could I use? Okay, so I've got the Loom one, which I can't use because I haven't got top C. Opens does nothing. Turn it green? Oh, sorry, that's wrong. No. No. Am I missing something? I am missing something. Shaken. Good evening. How are you doing? Still around, eh? Maybe friendly kid, but you're not too bright. You're not getting past this gate. I think you'll find you am. Members only. How are you, Shaken? How's your evening going? Let me know if you want a hint. I'm just. Oh, good. Good to hear you, Crud. Right. Mads, if you want to give me a hint, am I missing something on these two screens? Do I have to go back? Because, right, the one thing I think I've missed is there is a sheep and there's a healing spell. Which is tried, but I fail. Members only. So I need to become a member of the guild. How to become a member? So, I'm assuming. Is there something to do with Rusty? Or the grave? Because I've got a transform spell. I think it's a transform spell. So I get all the kooks on my shift. Oh, it's using Rusty. But he falls asleep straight away. That's what I'm confused with. So, I can wake him again. Or I can. Oh! Would you please let me get some sleep? Right. I've just thought. If I use the reflect on him... Is that... Yes! Ha ha ha! Right. Gotcha. Right. Next one. So that definitely reflect. Hello, Mr. Sir. What are you going to say? Hail, young nailbender. Hail. Stoke is looking for you. He must look mad. Well, do you know what? Stoke were looking for me once when we played a football match in Stoke, and I got into the bit of trouble. No, I didn't. Right. Thank you very much, Mads. Appreciate the help for that. Probably may have picked it up. Right, here we go. So I need to find Stoke. Need to get to bed. Have fun. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you spending a bit of time with me this evening. And that would have been a lot quicker. I will. I really appreciate that. Have a good sleep. Well, well, well. If it is my faithful, tireless apprentice, you got there all by yourself, mate. I appreciate that, but I do. He's brought me a stick of wood. Exact one crook old stick of peas wood for my poor starving furnace. But yes, have a good sleep, mate. Firewood? You lazy idiot. I said you had 4 hours ago to gather firewood, and you dare come back with one lousy stick? Oh, don't take my stick away. Your father wasn't a foreman. I'd toss you into the furnace. Lucky for you, he's downstairs with a bishop right now. If that furnace goes out, the cleric's swords will be late. Perhaps you care to ask yourself the bishop for forgiveness in person. Happy to arrange it. Give me that stick. No. I'll be back, Nailbender. And I won't be alone. Oh, that's annoying. Looks kind of comfortable. Yawn. This ball must have sleep draft spun into it. Can't do much myself without my distaff anyway. Oh, is he going to set it on fire? What's the dragon doing? Zzz. Tusk, tusk, tusk. Imagine fighting a poor defenseless old thing like me, honestly. Well, I may not be much good with fire, sweetie. But a young, firm meat is something I really sink my teeth into. Bloody hell. Huh? My robe's not reflecting anymore. Something must have happened to Rusty. Hope he's okay. Well, you've ladded him in the shit, haven't you? Look at this. 1 stick of wood left. 1. Furnace won't keep for much longer. $10,000 swords to forge, and the furnace is almost cold. Shit. I've lost me stick. I mean, the real... Here goes my new office furniture. Oh, is this going to do something? Oh my god. That Weaver kid did this to me. Now I have to wait outside. If I ever get my hands on him. Well, this has got mental. Back to the pattern. That was easy. Pity that someone had to die for me to return. Dragon. Sigh. Poor child. Now, where can Bobbin gone? Couldn't be there. Those Smiths are suspicious. Like, they never let a Weaver inside. Well, Bobbin's absolutely... Well, Bobbin's really... He's done some horrible stuff. Uh-oh. Perhaps I ought to look into this. Well, Bobbin's done gun and screwed up, hasn't he? One death. The things I go through. What was it, Albatross? Elder Altropos say? God, it mustn't singe the feathers. Oh, he's got his staff fuck. Now I'm back in business. Right. What can I do? Well, the obvious one is open the door. Closed. So. Right. There's another thing I can do. Honestly, for now, we can turn that into gold, can't we? There we go. Don't know if that does anything, but... Okay, right. Let's go down. Gonna be a nasty store when he starts banging, eh? He looks like the guy that was hard to be nosy with all this noise. Good thing they have to shout to hear themselves. The final blade is sharpened even as we speak, Your Excellency. The most skillful blade shaper is seeking to it personally. Then this is a historic moment for Nailbender. The forging of 10,000th sword marks the end of our preparations. How goes the sharpening, Edgewise? This metal is proud, Foreman. It does not yield easily. More sweat will soften it, I trust. It shall be a blade to be reckoned with. The blade of reckoning. I like it. Has a certain apocalyptic flair. I assume your blade's shaper won't keep me waiting much longer. Does the metal yield, Edgewise? I shall pound it into submission. Harder pounding may shorten your labour, I'd tell all the people that. Our generation's client grows impatient. Only time can shape such a noble steel, but I will double my efforts. Right. Skulls will cleave at the mere sight of the edge of he is sharpening, Bishop. You wax poetic, Foreman. I never doubted the workmanship of your merchandise. Well, bugger me. In fact, you blacksmiths have caused me less trouble than any other guild. Your loyal service will not be forgotten in the hour of judgment soon to come. Right. He's the bad guy. Right, where do I go? Still pounding advice? Right. Is that good as he stopped banging on it? Maybe that isn't such a good idea. Okay, let's try. Full as it can get. I'm wondering if I set a trap. So if I turn that back into straw, turn it into straw, which is this one that turns it into straw. E D E D. And if I close the door, so it basically the thing's been refilled, and it looks all right. Okay, maybe not. Right, let's try. Right, I feel like I should be stopping this. So let's try D, F, F, D. Okay, let's stop him banging. That didn't do anything useful. I feel like... Okay, let's put him to sleep. That may work. Let's do that. Which will be A, E, D. Let's try that. Okay, let's try F. Could I turn it to straw? Oh. Hmm. Okay, so I feel like I need to do something to the sword. Let's try. No. Is there anything else I can click on? Right. Okay, I'm going to try reflect. No. Right. So what have I got? Could try stealth. Right. Is there a clue? No. Can I do something to the wood? Could it do... Hmm. Right. What can I do? God, that noise is driving me nuts. Let's try... Oh! I know what I can do. Oh. Ah! So the sickle spell. I could maybe try, because that's the cut spell. So if I use it backwards, it will uncut it. Maybe. Yes. Foreman, what evil is this? A witch's curse has befallen the blade. The edge has been mischievously blunted. A curse edgewise? I think not. I hate to believe the witch's curse could so thoroughly ruin my schedule. You don't suppose the fellow who's been spying on us has anything to do with it? Perhaps he cared to accompany me back to my cathedral. Oh shit. I may have new curses to teach him. This feels like we're getting close to the end of the game. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Bishop Mandible, transluminate apostle of the anti-secular conclave of clerics. I'm supposed to kneel or something? Silence, prisoner. Good evening, Namco. My assistant, Gob. Charming. How are you doing? How's your Monday going? Your cloak and staff betray your origin. I studied the law of guild at the university. Been quite a long time since any weaver dared to set foot off that dreary rock you called home. Loom. So provisional. Fine and you. I'm alright. I'm a bit hyper this evening, but I'm alright because I've slept for ages. Can't help but wonder. I missed that. His Excellency, after your question. I know, I'm ignoring it. Ah, recalcitrance, I see. Shall I affect the instruments of persuasion, Excellence? Forgive the hostility of my assistant. I fear Cobb is not very worldly. Yeah, I'm alright. How have you been up to? Is it just working and playing video games? He does not realise how dangerous. Dangerous? Him? Do you think this iron cage of yours is enough to hold the boy captive? Why, he can burst you wide open without a second thought. But Excellence, I expect the locks every Tuesday. Observe and learn, my servant. Even now, your prisoner plans his escape. Is this just like escape? I'm assuming there's nothing else I can click on, so I'm assuming. Closed and locked. So if I do the old E, C, E, D. You see, Cobb? An elusive breed, these weavers. Luckily, they're quite helpless without their weaving sticks. Give me that. You dare raise your voice as His Excellency? Now, Cobb. We mustn't be rude to our guest. Not after he's kind enough to bring such a magnificent gift. Mandible, this stuff will never work for you. You're wrong, my arrogant young friend. Come, let me show you why. You heard the Excellency one. Move it! Consider the common graveyard. In a graveyard, the boundaries between the living and the dead is indistinct. You weavers would say that the partisan here is fragile, thin as gauze. Which is very thin. Not just here, every graveyard's like that. I suspected as much. Now imagine what it'd be like if this delicate boundary was somehow breached. You're going to raise a dead, aren't you? Torn open, so to speak. Forget it, Mandible. You can't just rip the pattern apart like an old rag. But I can. All arrives. It requires weaver's distaff and full threads of an opening draft. Thank you for supplying both so readily. Well, you've gone screwed up. When the boundary between is breached, the dead will stream back into the plane of the living, eager to reclaim their place among theirs, and I'll be waiting for them, ready to offer my vast expertise in spiritual leadership. I shall preside over the teeming multitude of restless shades, immortal, invincible, an army of the dead, with myself as the supreme commander. Told you! Saw it coming. Mr. Conehead. You're like a terrible guile. An army nourished by the meats of the shepherds. An army with the swords of the blacksmiths. And guided by the sphere of the glassmakers. I was preparing to evoke the dead by other more forceful means. Then the glassmakers delivered my sphere, and it fell told you a convenient arrival. Now it shows me the smiths are preparing the sword you tried to ruin. The age of the clerics will soon be upon us. Cobb, don't let him out of your sight. I won't, Excellency. Well, you've screwed up, haven't you, mate? Lord Mandible, ruler of the universe. Time to change my stationery. I've got a good sense of humour, this game. Not so dangerous now, are you? Right, you'd lie. Looks hungry. Keep away from that, you. His Excellence said not to touch anything. Not much gaming apart from YouTube. I did try and start updating Bamboozle by preparing questions for this buzz, but I couldn't get into it, so I'm going to prepare next week in March. I'm going to touch it. Just looking? Tell you what. I'll let you look into the sphere if you let me look at something. What do you have in mind? Let's just say it is death to gaze upon a weaver and cloaked. Naturally, we clerics paid little here. Still, I'm curious. Oh, is this going to be the... if you let me look into this sphere, if you let me lift your hood, deal? I imagine this. I wouldn't try that if I were you. Why not? There's nothing to fear of the finer over yours, is there? If you fear nothing, then you'd better not touch me. Ah, a riddle. I like riddles. Let's answer this little riddle once and for all, shall we? I'm assuming this is a gruesome death. Fools. How am I supposed to invoke the dead with all the screaming in there? Layman. Can't say I didn't warn him. Right, I'm assuming that's the gruesome bit. Swan. Okay, that's the Loom thing. Oh, Cook Swan. That's not good. That's not good either. Right. See, Covs has been lax in his duties. No matter, you're just in time to witness the dawn of a new era. You don't know what you're doing, Mandible. Oh, but this passer is warded off already. If you're rip a hole in it now, spare me your weaver mysticism. No more shall the dead envy the living. To be honest, the way shit's going, I quite envy the dev. Wow, you've opened everything within 50 miles of here. That doesn't sound like good. Including the eyes of the dead. Behold. Well, you proper screwed up, haven't you? I have a very bad feeling about this. You and me both, mate. Who dares disturb the peace of those who sleep? Greetings, noble spirit. My ex-girlfriend said the very same thing whenever I woke her. I am Bishop Mandible, translucent apostle of the anti-secular conclave of clerics. Who have the honour of summoning? Basically, you woke him up, mate. I am Chaos. Join me. Oh! That was pretty gruesome. I see it's been too long since my last visit. Can't seem to hold on to this thing. Right. Right. Okay, the dragon's gone. That's not good. Okay, this is just repeating itself, isn't it? Right. Let's... Oh, shit. Yipes. Okay, you're in... Well, look who's here. Rusty. My old pal, Bobbin Theadbare. Rusty, this is awful. No shit. How did it happen? Well, Bobbin, old buddy, I think it went something like this. I'm lying here, minding my own business, when a strange new kid shows up and decides he wants to switch clothes with me. Sorry, mate. I mean, what can I say? I figured, hey, so what? Let's have a little fun, right? We can always switch back later. So the kid's more smiley, just like me. Fine. One problem. You pissed off a dragon, didn't you? This kid's forgot to mention that he has a 40-foot dragon out to get him. And what happens when this very same dragon sees me lying there, looking just like you? Yeah. Sorry about that. I don't know what to say. Well, yeah, you've gone screwed. Anyway, I end up like this. Dead. So I'll go outside and wait for doomsday like a good little ghost. And what do you suppose happens then? Ooh. Some idiot versus person. The universal person holds us all back inside. A lot of dead ones are really upset. Well, yeah, you pissed off the dead, haven't you? That's understandable. In fact, someone has decided to take over the world. Starting with my hometown. Right, let's try the healing spell. You did it. You brought me back. That's what you want, isn't it? You can bring people back from the dead. You were hurt, I healed you, that's all. More than hurt. I guess I ought to thank you. I mean, don't, it's all my fault anyway. I mean, that'll be a cracking opening line on Tinder. Can you come with me, Bobbin? I gotta find out what happened to the rest of my guild. Sorry, I have to do the same thing. Good luck, though. Be careful. You took good luck, my friend. That's it. I mean, the real death and resurrection is the friends you make along the way. Right, so I'm assuming I've got to go back to the other one, fix them. Never had a chance. Right, let's use that again. You're too late, wizard. The dead increase their numbers here. I mean, that's one way to look at it. My song's useless. Right. Those few not killed are suffering. Right. At least we can end their misery. Extend your powers if you can. I'm going to try and bring them back. Hey. This is a handy thing, being able to raise the dead. Fleece, what happened? We were overrun. You were saved by the mercy of yonder boy. Yonder boy, what is the secret of your power? His powers have grown since last we met. Hey, there we go. Shepherds of long memories, wizard. I will not forget your kindness. Come before the dead ones return to reap us again. Well, I mean, this is really adding to my CV. You know. Now, is there something over here? Yes. What's happened to the glass people? Probably chaos. Get in the hole. Go on. Oh, he's dead. Oh, God. Very dead. Master Goodmold, you're hurt. Ghost more than say hurt. Ah, Weaver Boy returned. You at least escaped the attention of the dead ones. I mean, the fact I can bring back the dead is Crystal Guard. Not so fortunate. Right. Hold still, mate. Don't understand. You were the keepers of the Great Scythe. Why didn't you use it? Ah, ceremonial, probably. We never doubted the Scythe could save us. Even the dead would have fallen in the wake of its wrath. But to unleash us merciless evil, they would make us cowardly as they. Oh, your bloody nobility. I wish not to become like our enemy. Well, I mean, you kind of did, because you're dead. And so we stayed our hand. We knew the price. Can I do anything? Well, are you in for a treat here? Remember us, my young friend. You haven't got to do more than remember us. Tell the world before we cross courage and choose death with clarity. Above all else, clarity. I mean, it's nice to have clarity. Oh, God. Well. I'm sorry, mate. Okay, this looks like... We've been expecting you, Bobbin. Welcome. Where am I? What is this place? You are telling me. Outside the pattern. Home of the dead and those of the transcended. The shore of wonder. Yes, Bobbin, and you are the first to behold it with mortal eyes. You must have many questions. Yes! Really? Perhaps I could answer some of them. You're the swan that came to visit me on my birthdays, aren't you? You saw me clearly then. I was never quite sure. The elders forbade me to step foot on Loom Miner, but it said nothing about flying above it. I mean, that's a technicality. Once a year, I managed to gain enough strength to pass inside for a few brief moments. Those were the times that you saw me. Oh, it's a nice birthday thing, isn't it? Question 1, where's the nearest Domino's? Yes, very good question. I'll tell you a story about Domino's when I finish this. You're wondering why I should bother to visit you at all, and only on your birthday. Call it a mother's curiosity. I mean, my dad sometimes visits me on my birthday in Manchester, but in life there was Lady Signa Threadbare, banished by the elders for drawing an unforeseen infant out of the loom 17 long years ago. That sounds painful. I've missed you, my son. Dun dun dun! Liar! My mother was buried in a cemetery. I visit a gravestone every day. I mean, Hetchel's doing, no doubt. She and the elders put that there so you wouldn't ask too many questions. Hetchel vowed to protect you forever. She loves you very much, Bobbin. Aww. But I fear her love has driven her to recklessness. What do you mean? Where is she? Probably one of the other swans. She is sent off the island and Loom Sanctuary. The dead ones are right behind it. Right, okay. The leaders know of the Loom's power. He learns the secrets, and the pattern himself will be his to manipulate. Who knows what havoc that might wreak? Well, I'm 2 notes short of an octave here. Hetchel hopes to reach the Loom before him. She intends to destroy it. If chaos doesn't consume her first. No, I have to get back there. Yeah, you bloody do. You don't get as far in that direction. The Loom lies beyond the lake, which, besides a more subtle strategy, may improve your chances of success. I'll tell you a story about Domino's. Remind me at the end. It's a weird kind of explanation for North Wales. The death ones move between the holes of your bishop friend made in the pattern. If you repair those holes, he'll make it harder for them to follow you. So we need to close those holes. I guess. What do I want? Okay, so let's close it. D, E, C, E. Alright, next one. What was it? D, E, C, E. 3 down. No problem is, how am I going to get the other side? I imagine with something like this, we can close it, and if it doesn't like it... Last hole. Now I can go after Hetchel. Okay, so I've got another note. So how do I go after Hetchel? I'm assuming we go back to where we were before, and there's probably something that's opened up. That is my guess. So yeah, I'll tell you the domino story right now. We're kind of quirk, not kink, quirk. When I lived in Liverpool. Sorry, this explains North Wales. If I put the postcode in for my parents' house in North Wales and I put the postcode in my first university house, for a long time the very same domino showed up, and it was at the end of my road in university, and it was the nearest Domino's to my parents' house. They didn't deliver from Liverpool, but her eyes just like mine. Right. Oh, hello. I'm assuming we go through here. Right. Excuse me. What the hell's going on? Eek, look out! Uh-oh. Bobbin, get your distaff ready. So I'm assuming... Mother Hetchel! There's not a moment to lose. You must unmake the loom now, Bobbin, before the dead ones take control. I don't know the top note. I don't know what draft to spin. Just as well, young Reaver. Birds and children have no such business wielding such power. My informants told me that all the weavers of the field, I see they are mistaken. Destiny's been kind, my young friend. You will live to pass on your guild secrets to others more worthy of the knowledge. In return, you'll be allowed to serve as my new Empire's advisor. Naturally, I expect your full cooperation in this historic exchange of goodwill. Doesn't really sound that nice, actually, but, I mean... Anything less will risk harm to our relationship. And by harm to our relation... Don't listen to him, Bobbin. The threats to make you unloom are... Silence. Hetchel, what's the matter? Say something. What did you do to her? Do not approach too closely, Weaver. I lose patience easily on a proximity of inferior beings. Right, okay. I think there was a... You'll now instruct me in the use of this fascinating instrument. Right. Over my dead... Oh, don't say that. Preference noted. Oh, actually, no. He's playing backwards. There we go. So, she'll tell me. Thank goodness I can talk again. Quick, say it. It'll turn it. Right. I'm assuming I need the threads by the head. She'll tell me which 4 to use. Let's... I believe we were discussing the secrets of the loom. So let's turn her back. I'm just putting in things just to try and see if they work. Be going for this chamber one. The loom shall never be yours. This boy holds the power to destroy it. I do? Shh, close your eyes, little Bobbin, but keep your ears open. Here descends the third shadow. Oh dear! Hetchel's feather, it's still there. So in theory I can bring her out. So it is, young weaver. I shall keep it a souvenir for our encounter. You leave that feather alone. Make me. Alright. Let's try that. Throw away that stick, young fool. Your weaver cannot trouble me. Right! Bobbin, you did it! The loom is unmade beyond evil's reach. Ignorant fools, what have you done? None shall pass across this rift. Your weaver mischief is so blindly created? Your pious meddling hath foiled my dream of an eternal empire bound together under one rule. Mine. The dead one is correct, my son. Your final draft tore the pattern in half. This is a sad fate indeed for the innocents trapped on the other side. However, there's always a chance that we on this side could begin the second battle, cleansed of wickedness. Whew, come, it's time for us to weave our destinies anew. But we can't just abandon half the universe. I mean, I fear we have no choice. I mean, that's a very Chinese way of looking at things. Until our side of the pattern is mended, we cannot return to the other. Take your rightful place among us now. So, right. Right. Okay. I'm assuming that's it. And that's probably going to be the end of the game. I become a swan. Fly away while you can, Weaver boy. One day we'll meet again. Bobbin, it's time. And so endeth the Loom. That was an interesting little game. I think I could have. I think if I figured it out, I probably could have completed it a lot quicker. But nice little story. All right, little story. Obviously, heavily inspired by Swan Lake, which you can all hear. But yes, an interesting, fun little game. I'm going to get a photo so I can put it. But yeah, it was an interesting little story. Bit crazy, but pretty good. I think. I mean, this is the first game. Whilst Monkey Island, etc., we're all beginning to kind of get a little bit of traction. So I feel like those games are in particular probably a little bit better with better storylines. Special thanks to George Lucas. Oh, isn't that sweet? A Lucasfilm Games production. Created and produced at Skywalker Ranch, Marin County, California. So this is obviously when George Lucas was already a very, very rich man. 1990. 30 years ago, that. 30 years old. There we go. The end. Well, that was Loom. As I said, quite short, but pretty good. I thought not the greatest, but not the worst, and it filled out two things. Right, full screen me. Hello. Right, I'm probably going to end it there because I am a bit tired. Right, I'm going to bung me social in. I'm not going to pass it on to anybody else. I don't think I'll. I think I'll probably just end it there. Right. Twitter. I will put the link in because basically what we're going to do. So next week, the next stream will be either Wednesday or Thursday. Probably Wednesday. For reasons that I will not disclose. But all I can say is wish me luck. yes, Wednesday. Wednesday stream will be Super Mario Brothers 2, as in we'll go back to our Mario games, and we will try and complete those. So the next one will be the USA version of Super Mario Bros. 2. I'm going to post a link in chat, just briefly, before I log off. Watch the quick Quake LP. Yes, I'm going to watch Mads has put on Discord the playthrough of this, because I apparently missed some things because I didn't play it on expert mode. Right. Put a link in the chat. That link is for a poll. So hopefully on Thursday we will play and complete Mario 2, which will be the... It will be the Lost Levels... No, not the Lost Levels, the USA version of Mario 2. So we'll do that. Next Sunday, I will be streaming one of the games you vote for on that. So if you could vote, and if you could retweet it, that would be lovely. Because at the moment, there are 0 votes. And I kind of want some votes. Picked 4 games. Sky Kid. These are all arcade games. Sky Kid, Pac-Land, Neo Turf Masters, and Knights of the Round. 1 beat 'em up, 1 platformer, 1 shoot 'em up, and 1 sport game, which is kind of like the usual one. So if you go ahead and put a vote in, that would be amazing. Right. So, Thursday, Mario 2. Sunday will be whatever wins that poll in coffee and computer games. That would be great. And then the very, very last, not the very, very last, next week, I think we're going to be playing Mario 3. And then we're going to think about what to do. I have got some games I want to play. I want to play Final Fantasy X and 10-2. I've got... They're kind of like things in my back pocket. Right. Okay. I'm ending the stream there because my voice is a little bit hoarse. So, thank you all very, very much for our little journey over the Loom. I will probably record something for the podcast and put it out. But yes, thank you all very, very much for watching. I'll be back Thursday. No. Yes. Wednesday. One of the 2. Keep an eye on things. Keep an eye on the Discord. And I'll chat to you then. Okay. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for spending some time with me. And take care. I'll see you very, very soon. Good night. I realise this was short.